Hi, I'm Callum from ANAM MATE. The importance of craftsmanship and artisan culture can't be downplayed when it comes to mate as a custom. But why is this the case? Well, today I've come to the most southern extreme in the world, the most southern city in the world, Ushuaia, based in Argentina, to find out. I'm going to be meeting up with some of the artisans who work and create one of the most important and special gourds that we offer to find out a little bit more. Welcome to episode 2 of Down to the
What we may do, but I prefer to know that I'm what you for, and
Ushuaia, better known as the most southern city in the world, or even better, the end of the world. It's one of the most commonly visited places by tourists, both foreigners and Argentines alike. It's got such a symbolic name, literally being the end of the world, and that title hasn't gone unnoticed. Over the last few decades, there's been great changes to the region, to the province, and it's been really developing economically and growing. But how do we incorporate a region's natural resources in an ever-changing economic climate to help sustainable growth? Well, today I want to introduce you to my friend Ale, owner of the business Madril Carpinteria, a woodworker who has a workshop in this city. Seeing the changes being made to the region, he created one of the most interesting products I've ever seen, and one which we decided to offer it in the United Kingdom. A mate gourd made from lenga, a type of wood only found in southern Patagonia. He invited me to the workshop as I was traveling through Argentina to learn a little bit more about the city, about the region and its growth, and also how this product plays into that, how they've been able to create and tailor a product so culturally relevant and significant for the region and export it as far as the other side of the world. So I'm hoping to show you the importance that this project has at a regional, cultural and personal level, and the importance of handmade products to mate drinking culture and just in general. I remember the first time my business partner talked to me about this gourd. It really grabbed my attention because we're literally talking about the end of the world. Yes, it belongs to the same country as the areas where YERBA Mate grows, that being Argentina, but it's just crazy how this custom came from near Brazil all the way down to the end of the world, close to Antarctica. This gourd really represents what mate is as a national custom in Argentina.
One thing that really grabbed my attention as I was walking around the workshop is the fact that there were dogs, for instance, sleeping on some of the wood chippings that were still warm, and their cat called Lenga, which came and gave me a hug. Got nothing to do with the process, but I thought it was a really nice touch, a really familial touch, and something you don't really see in the UK, for instance. So refreshing. And it really represents the kind of familial atmosphere of the business itself. A really small team of just 9 members, and a lot of the same competences that were there when Ali's father was in charge, now lives in the house just next to the workshop, are still working there. They really care about their employees, and I think care is maybe the most important word here. There's so much care and love put into each one of the cups and gourds that is made, and to every product that comes out of the workshop. The beauty of these gourds comes and stems from the amount of identity that this brand has. Madril is a really special, unique project. It's made by hands by a real person, something you just really don't tend to see a lot nowadays in countries like the UK. It's pretty much as close as you can get to Antarctica without being in Antarctica. I'm here with my friend Ale, who's invited me to the workshop. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Welcome to Ushuaia. Hope you enjoy the nature, all the visit of the city, and well, all the experience, or make your own mate here in the workshop.
Would you tell us a little bit about Madrid and what the project is and what it means to you?
We are a family business that has almost 40 years. My father started about in the 70s, end of the 70s. Actually, we are 3 generations working. We just work with the lenga. One of the products we make is the mates, but we also make hockey stick product for the restaurant, all the some furnitures. This time maybe less, but
Ali explained to me how they obtain the natural resources to make the gourds. 100% of the forests where lenga is found are protected, and 50% are under something known as the red category, which means they are not to be interfered with.
The lenga is just from the Patagonian forest and is endemic from the zone, so you will not find nothing, maybe something similar, but not lenga in all around the world. It's a very beautiful wood. Don't taste, don't smell. That make it special for being in contact with food.
Of course.
That's why for the mate is so nice, because you really are tasting the yerba mate.
Exactly. It doesn't add any extra taste. It's just the taste you would get from yerba mate. But the different steps that are involved, you mentioned sustainability. The different steps that are involved from sourcing the materials, in this case the wood, the lenga wood, to creating a gourd that arrives to the doorstep of one of our clients.
Today we invite you to be part of all the process, and you see we check the humidity of the pieces are okay. Once are okay, one of the carpenters make it square in 90 degrees. Once you make the hole, you use the turnstile and you make your own mate. Once you do that, you pass the sandpaper, 3 steps of sandpaper. Later you sand the mouth of the mate, and in the finishing you engrave. So you can see that all the steps were with a person in chair. So that is an important part of the mate, because it was really doing by hand.
It was made by hand, everything crafted by a real human being. And what really strikes me is the value for money of these products. Incredible quality from a type of wood that's really unique, and it's hard to find anything similar to this type of wood on a global scale. And yet we're able to sell at a price which I obviously take a percentage myself, but we're able to buy from you, sell these gourds in a different part of the world, almost the other end of the world, and actually offer better prices than a lot of mass manufactured products that are available in our stores, for instance, which are produced in countries like China. What does craftsmanship mean to you as a family business? What does craftsmanship mean to the region and its economy? And what does craftsmanship mean to mate drinking culture as a whole?
For us, you see, we are a family business. It's important for us because you see behind a little mate, a little piece of mate, you see about 9 persons. That means 9 families working behind this. That you can see in all the steps there is a person behind. A business of our size is important to the forest too, because make more sustainable in the future, because we are not a very big company that are eating a lot of forest. And in our case, we are trying to use, as you see, even our garbage of the taller, that is the viruta. There is another little business that make mushrooms, like mushroom of the lenga, and we try to use new products with the little scraps. So we try to make the most sustainable use of the forest, because we understand that for the future generations is important. As you see, we have mountains, we have forest. You will walk this week and you will say how beautiful is this is exactly. A paradise. It's all our forest is native. It's not for reforestation. The lenga makes its own reforestation, so it's important for us as producer to keep a good and sustainable use of the forest. That is our
objective.
Tierra del Fuego, Ushuaia in particular, is very young. So when my father arrived in the end of the 70s, his neighbor was from Misiones, from Chaco, from Córdoba. So all the person work for all around Argentina. The Fueguian generation are the people of my age, so it's a very young place, and mate is drinking in all around of Argentina. So, and we discovering this type of wood that has a lot of quality. One of the quality that don't smell, don't taste, it was perfect for a mate. You make your own mate today. You are drinking in the mate you make, and I think it's beautiful. The taste is perfect, so it's lovely.
No, it's very true. They look amazing. It tastes amazing, and at such a great price. I mean, it's a steal. But one of the reasons we actually decided to offer these products of yours, which are so special in the UK, is because it really grabbed my attention, the certificate of quality that comes with these products. Could you talk to us a little bit about what it is, what it means, and how special that really is?
The province of Tierra del Fuego has a certification that is like una distinción, I don't know.
Distinction.
A distinction that is called Sello de Calidad Certificada Tierra del Fuego. That's with a protocol for different products. If you complete all the protocols, they give you that distinction. For us, we are proud have the distinction, because it's very hard to find, to receive, because you have to complete all the process. In the province, there are about 20 business. Some are very more big than us, that we are really
small business.
Yes, and so we are proud to have that distinction. We receive visit to check if we are doing what we said that we will do. So they all come and check. You see, when you make your own mate, you see that every step has to mark. If they see the effect, we have different steps to do, and we have to take note of everything. So we are proud of have a certificado de calidad.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you to you, and we invite all of you. If you come to Ushuaia, you can come to our workshop, and you will be well received.
Ali's already talked to us a little bit about how these gourds are made, but I think we need to look at it a little bit deeper. And what better way is there to do that than to make my own? Here's my first ever attempt at creating a gourd in my life. I must be the first ever English artisan of mate gourds.
Esto lo arriba, ¿no?
Sí,
Pues
exactamente. Mirás, te fijas la parte más linda. Ahí bajás la mecha para que presione y ya te lo tienes.
muy bien. Gracias. Bueno, levanto. Verde.
Dreams may show what we may do, but I prefer
Fuerte.
to know that I'm what you fall, and I'm all around your head.
Listo, ahí no va más.
Bueno, entonces
Levanta todo y apagá.
And I don't have time. Well,
Muy bien.
more than
¿Se ve que sí,
Sí, dale hasta que apriete. Hasta que apriete. Vamos. Sí.
Lo bajás y para apagarlo lo subís.
Tranqui, despacio. Eso.
My heart These autumn bells singing in our heads, and down, down, down we heap every road. For us the rest lives with all our shame. For roses we've cut, we'll live with our minds, and nothing more than learning from these crossroads we're making to be free. So now you face with the rough taste, reality's beating.
Pero más allá,
Todavía no terminamos. Falta. Falta.
pero bueno, quedó bien, más o menos.
Que agarre esa parte, se va a exagerar. Entonces se va alejando solo sobre tu mano.
Así nomás. Giro así.
Y lo vas girando. Más o menos así, es suave.
Nada más. ¿Está bien?
Claro, y ahora le pasas un poquito adentro para cortar el bordecito, así que no quede filoso. Ahí ya está.
Ahora sí.
Ahora sí.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about what this certificate of quality means and what importance it has for sustainable economic growth of the region. So I went to visit Agustina from the environmental ministry of the province.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do, and why this seal of quality is so important at a provincial level?
Yes, of course. Thank you. My name is Agustina Felici. I work for the Tierra del Fuego government, and I work here in a team where we have several programs. The team is in the Ministry of Production and Environment of the government, and the secretary I belong to is of Productive Development and SMEs. So we have several programs. Among these programs, we have a provincial seal, which is a quality seal that pretends to support SMEs that implement quality systems in their production system, and also that have a close relationship with local identity.
Wonderful.
Yes, so those are the main values of this program, and we invite SMEs of different economic activities. We intend to support those activities that have more relationship with our local culture and traditions. That's why wood products is one of the protocols we implement, as well as, for example, some related to fishing and some gourmet products that are based on natural resources, natural water that is bottled here, and other artisans products. Those are the main protocols of the program.
Wonderful. And could you run us through a little bit about how a business goes about obtaining one of these seals of quality.
Yes, the SME has to implement a series of quality systems. They have to document it. They have to document also their social responsibility policy and their environmental responsibility, and they have to put that on practice. And once a year, an external enterprise comes and makes the auditory
assessment or
auditory. They have to check that all this system that they have documented is effectively implemented. Yes?
Yes.
So once a year they check this out, and that's how the business keeps the seal.
Wonderful, thank you. And why is it so important that if a small business can, for instance, like Madrid, can have this seal of quality? What does it mean for the province of Tierra del Fuego, and what does it mean for the business themselves, for instance?
For us, supporting the small SMEs and the small businesses and the artisan businesses is a way of supporting local culture and local traditions. This is very important nowadays. In general, the world is tending to industrialize everything and make everything more or less similar. So we intend to support the small businesses who also can generate new jobs, local jobs, and as long as they keep the local identity, this is a way of making survive our cultural values. Another important thing about the small businesses and the artisan businesses is the passion that the owner of this enterprise puts on their own products.
Exactly.
This passion is always transmitted to the product, and then the product is sold alone. Yes,
Exactly.
And it creates a very nice bond with the client as well.
100%.
So all these values are very important for us, and that's why we generate these tools and policies and programs to support these SMEs.
Wonderful. I think it's so important that we support our creators of handmade products. And really, you can tell that so much care and love is put into all of them. And I'm sure you will agree.
Yes, of course.
Tell me a little bit about the importance of lenga as a wood to the region of Tierra del Fuego.
Yes. In Argentina, we have a national law that protects the native forests. Yes. And here in Tierra del Fuego, our main native wood is lenga, mire, and guindo. Those are the three different types of trees we have here. The lenga is the better of the three woods, the best. Here in Tierra del Fuego, we don't have any cultivated wood. We only work with native forests. So that's why it's very important for us to implement this national law that protects the native forests all around the country. In particular, in Tierra del Fuego, lenga, as I said before, is the best of our woods. And from the government, we try to support the companies that go to the forest, get the best of the woods, and make these beautiful products. Yes, in particular, the companies that work with lenga and have the provincial seal, they try to make the best of the use of the wood as possible. Yes, that's why they use the small pieces, and this makes them a sustainable use of the woods. This is our main intention.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to touch on, like any information you think that would be useful to
that you should keep on having mate and buying local products.
Exactly.
And if they have the provincial seal, these are best.
Thank you so much. Wonderful interview. Really, really useful information. I learned so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you for visiting us.
Overall, I think that Madrid can serve as an example and a reminder to us all of hard work, loyalty, family, and just how important these things are, and can continue to be even in a growing, changing, and modernizing regional climate. Maintaining their own traditions whilst contributing to Argentine and mate drinking culture as a whole. You can just tell how much this project means to these people. These are humble, hard-working people, put blood, sweat and tears into their labor. And there's so much passion, so much care, love, thought put into each and every one of the products that comes out of this workshop. And I think, you know, in modern times, it's kind of something we've lost. It's so important to support projects like these.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Dance with Roots. I hope I've done a good job of explaining just how important artisan culture and craftsmanship is to mate as a custom. Leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next time. What are you waiting for? Find your ANAM MATE.
I don't know the name of that machine. Cepilladora, güey. Cuando quedó toda la misma medida.
A ver, yo tampoco, viste que no soy artesano. No me sale.
No le sale a alguien en inglés y yo tengo que responder en inglés.
Estaba haciendo
Son inglés retrucho.
The importance of lenga, the importance of lenga.
The worst interviewer ever. Si yo no puedo hablar inglés, ¿cómo vas a hacer vos?